What's going on? So today is day one of my second juice fast. I'm hanging out in my backyard. I'm just trying to get some sun. It was supposed to be a crappy day, but sun ended up coming through, so taking advantage of it. But I don't really know how I'm gonna go about these videos at all. I'm just gonna play it by ear, and if people start asking questions, I guess I'll use these videos as an opportunity to answer them. But just hoping with these videos, one, I want to keep track of what I'm doing so I can learn from the juice fast myself, but if anybody else could learn from it, that'd be awesome. So nothing exciting really happens on day one of a juice fast. It's kind of just, I don't know. If anything, you feel pretty good because you don't have to worry about digesting anything on this day. But I guess the only hard part about day one of the juice fast is that, at least for me, I'm so used to, I've been eating every day now for a couple of months. I'm so used to eating that there's going to come a point in the day where I'm not going to be hungry, but since I'm used to eating, I'm going to want to eat. And that's one of the things I kind of want to get over with this juice fast, is I want to get past the eating just because I feel like eating, not because I'm actually hungry. A lot of people just eat to eat, and to me that's a reason a lot of people are sick, and I don't want that. I don't want that feeling. I don't want to be so attached to food that I'm eating it just because. If I'm gonna eat, it's because I'm hungry or I'm thirsty, so I'm gonna want to get that distilled water from fruits and vegetables. But yeah, so I don't even know where to go with this video from here. I guess I'll talk about how I'm going to be juice fasting, and I guess why I'm going to be juice fasting. So why am I juice fasting? Well, after my last juice fast, I felt incredible. I had joint pain in both my shoulders and in my left knee, and it was gone after the last juice fast I did, which was, I think, 24 days. All my joint pain went away, all my acne went away. My digestion is still as good as it was at the end of my first juice fast, but I haven't digested food this well probably my entire life, which is amazing. Thank you, Val. But the problem is now that my joint pain's back. Both my shoulders are not killing me all the time, but they hurt. And my knee, and anytime I sit down, my knee just flares up and starts killing me. So I need to fix that. And that started all happening again probably 3-4 weeks after my first fast, when I experimented by adding meat back in. Pretty much I started eating eggs every day again, not a lot, just a few, and then I had one day where I ate a bunch of fish, and then ever since then my joints have been acting up. My acne's been flaring up on and off, and that was kind of a stupid thing to do, but I wanted to see for myself. You know, I was doing the whole keto thing for so long, and you know, it was really hard for me to kind of go away from that, because the people who promote keto they're so good at making it seem like it's this incredible thing, and that there's nothing wrong with it, and that it's the absolute perfect way to eat, and that you're gonna be Superman and you're gonna be invincible if you do keto. And I became so emotionally attached to that even though I saw that the longest living people in the world didn't seem to be following a pure keto diet, and you know, if I look back through history, there's really nothing that I saw that people were living way into their hundreds because of keto. You know, I was so emotionally attached to it because of the way it was sold to me, that I was telling everybody, no sugar, no fruit, no this, no that, keto, 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 lots and lots and lots and lots of healthy fat and grass-fed beef. And for about 2 years I did that, and for that entire 2 years I did not feel good at all. I didn't feel like myself whatsoever, and I pretty much lied to myself and told myself that I felt good because I was so emotionally attached to the idea that since I was doing low carb or no carb, that I was doing it right, so that, you know, something else had to be making me feel like crap. And don't get me wrong, there's other things that were probably making me feel like crap, but being in ketosis when it's not a water fast or a dry fast, to me it just doesn't make any sense. The more research I do and the more I experiment and the more I learn, fruit is the best food for human consumption. It really is. It's easy to digest, it's hydrating, it's full of nutrients, and it's just so perfect. It really is. It just makes sense. And I can't really explain it because, like I said, I haven't been messing with it that long. And, you know, I'm not a master of diet by any means. But, you know, after reading The Mucusless Diet by Arnold Ehret and reading a bunch of other books on fasting and health and what humans are really meant to eat, because it's crazy, human beings are the only, you know, I've heard this a lot and it makes complete sense, we're like the only species of animal. And when I say species of animal, I'm not some like crazy scientist who's atheist or something like that. I definitely believe in God, but we are a species and we are an animal. But I do believe there is a God. You can't, I think so many people are only pro-science or only pro-religion. They're so afraid to mix the two at all. But we're the only species, or we're the only beings on this planet who are so freaking confused on what we're supposed to eat. And it's really just because we have no instinct anymore. Every other animal just instinctually knows what the hell they're supposed to eat. And we've for some reason poisoned ourselves so much, and we've eaten so much random garbage for so long that we don't even know what the hell to eat anymore. So the more I've been experimenting around, the more, and then, you know, after the juice fast especially, it really seems to me like eating fruit once or twice a day, at least in the beginning, you know, and then as your body becomes cleaner and more efficient, you could probably do even less than that, and that's a goal in the future. But doing the, you know, we coined the term, right? Somebody coined the term intermittent fasting, but pretty much not eating breakfast and then maybe eating once or twice a day while the sun's high in the sky seems to be the best way to go. And then when you're eating, just eating raw fruits and vegetables. And now maybe on your transition you eat more nuts and seeds, and you can eat some cooked vegetables and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's just crazy because, you know, for me, at the beginning of this year, I was still eating crap loads of cooked vegetables, and I was eating not a ton of protein. I started understanding that, okay, the longest living people in the world aren't loading themselves up on meat. And I started lowering my meat consumption. But I was eating meat, protein, and a ton of fat. And now, 5 months later, I've done a 24-day juice fast. And I'm pretty much doing a 90+% raw food diet. And now I'm going into another juice fast. But anyway, this turned into a rambling video. But like I said, I don't really know. I don't really have a plan for any of this. With that being said, yeah, I'm excited. I'm totally excited to do this because my body has been telling me now for about a month that it's time to get ready to do another juice fast. And everybody who knows me, who watches, is going to think I'm crazy because I lost weight, obviously, on my first juice fast. And everybody in this country, it's funny, everybody in this country is overweight, and we understand that being overweight is bad, but then if somebody loses a little bit of weight, we freak out and we think they're sick. But with that being said, I'm still excited, and even as somebody who's an exercise science, I'm about to graduate with an exercise science degree, and I've been into bodybuilding before, and I'm big into exercise, and I'm not afraid to lose the weight because I understand that we're not really meant to be that big anyway. And if you have to really, really eat a lot or train really, really hard to put on all that extra muscle or to put on all that extra fat if you're just overeating, we're probably not meant to be that way. And I'm okay with that. And I wasn't okay with that before, but after I did my first fast and I started realizing, wow, it doesn't really matter how much muscle mass you have. Don't get me wrong, I want to have a little bit of extra muscle mass in my frame. I do like it. I do feel, I don't know, I do want to feel strong. But being big means nothing. And that's going to piss a lot of people off, but it really doesn't. I don't see any I don't see any bodybuilders living until they're 300 years old. You don't really see anybody living until they're 300 years old, but you know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, for my protocol with this fast, there really is no protocol, but I guess I'm going to try to dry fast at least 16 hours a day. I don't know how well it's going to go in the beginning, because in the beginning I'm probably going to be hungry because, like I said, I'm so used to eating. So maybe 16 hours is the most I'll dry fast in the beginning, but eventually I'd like to dry fast for 23 hours, 24 hours, and then drink half a gallon of juice within a relatively short period of time, and then dry fast again. So I'm getting this period of dry fasting and then flushing, and then dry fasting and flushing. So we'll see how it goes. And since I don't know how long I'm going to be on this fast, hopefully over a month this time. I want to go over a month this time. There will be plenty of videos that I'll make to talk about a lot of the concepts that I may have briefly mentioned. So I'll talk about dry fasting, and I'll talk about why that could be a good thing, and I'll talk about intermittent fasting and talk about keto. But that's really all I got for today. Like I said, nothing too exciting today because it's just day one, and nothing exciting ever happens on day one. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment. Yeah. See you tomorrow.